Who would win in a fight between Britney and Christina?
There's no rivalry between me and Britney Spears.
Christina's still upset that the Madonna-Britney kiss overshadowed her own kiss with Madge.
They cut away to get Justin's reaction. But they were exes, but still it was just a cheap shot.
But didn't she kiss her too?
Me and Brit, best friends. I miss her.
Are things heating up between Justin and Christina?
I don't want to make somebody uncomfortable, so we'll just drop that subject.
I had let certain people into my life that weren't bad people.
It was happening so fast that it got a little out of control.
After months of bizarre behavior, Britney Spears may finally have hit rock bottom.
And people thought that it was me going crazy. People shave their heads all the time.
I did write her a letter, but I've yet to hear back. Britney, if you hear this, I'd like an answer.
It's really hard to find people who you can truly trust.
The competition between these two girls is really about who can become a bad girl first.
You think you know, but you have no idea.
For years, Christina watched her father abuse her mother, until one day when he turned against her too.
I was downstairs, and all of a sudden I hear this huge thud. And I go upstairs, and there's my 4-year-old girl, and she has blood going down her chin. I scooped her up. I'm like, what's wrong? Oh my God. And she said, Daddy wanted to take a nap, and I made too much noise.
For little Christina, music was the only escape from the chaos around her.
Feeling powerless is the worst feeling in the world. Your home needs to feel like your sanctuary, and it wasn't that way for me. I turned to singing as an outlet. The pain was where my love for music came from.
She was desperate to find a place where she belonged, far away from her dad.
When I went home, I didn't know what I was going to walk into. It was hard, but it was something that drove me. I'm a perfectionist because I want to overly control my environment.
And when she was cast in the Mickey Mouse Club, it seemed like all of her dreams had come true.
I remember the first time I ever met Christina. She was smaller than the rest of us. And then she opened her mouth and sounded bigger than all of us put together.
Christina was on the Mickey Mouse Club with people like Justin Timberlake, Ryan Gosling, Britney Spears.
They got close really quick, She and Britney were inseparable.
It was the first time that I really felt, okay, I found my people, I found my place.
But when the show was canceled, the friends were split up, and Christina was left trying to find her place again.
As far as her label was concerned, Christina Aguilera was going to be the next pop princess. 18-year-old Christina reluctantly played along.
And she soon realized she was powerless, just like when she was a little kid.
Everything was under the thumb and control of the label. It was really hard to be thrust into a world when you're that young and you don't really have a voice.
Suddenly, Christina was being pitted against an old friend.
Britney versus Christina.
Dude, what's up, Britney? I miss you.
I miss you too.
But we're two completely different artists. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think, time will only prove that.
Deep down, Christina was scared she would always be second best to Britney.
Britney is bubbly, and I think it's the product of her happy childhood and having tons of friends.
Christina's much more shy. I think a lot of times maybe that comes across as being aloof.
But an unexpected win at the Grammys changed everything.
Christina Aguilera!
Complete and utter shock. I thought it was going to go to somebody else.
With her dreams coming true, Christina felt empowered to take control. And when she released her daring second album, the world couldn't handle the real Christina.
People weren't ready for that, and they weren't ready for me to have grown up a little bit and to be exploring that side of myself. It was like throwing caution to the wind and going, I'm going to be who I am, and I'm still going to be in charge.
But Christina's confidence didn't last long. After her infamous performance with Madonna and Britney at the VMAs, her insecurities got the best of her.
Christina's still upset that the Madonna-Britney kiss overshadowed her own kiss with Madge.
They cut away to get Justin's reaction. But they were exes, but still it was just a cheap shot.
Britney and Christina's rivalry erupted into flames.
Saying that you had to kiss Madonna at the VMAs because you needed a gimmick.
Didn't she kiss her too?
Christina was desperate to gain back her power. And what better way than to go on tour with Britney's ex-boyfriend, Justin Timberlake.
We've known each other for years, and having that history, it makes it easier now.
She told us that she was giving you advice about the breakup with Justin and stuff. Oh, she was? Okay.
I don't want to make somebody uncomfortable, so we'll just drop that subject.
It's a little too late for that, don't you think?
With her career on the rise, she thought she had the control she needed. But Christina wasn't the only one desperate to be in control.
We've got this photo now, and it appears to show the pop star shaving her own head.
I mean, I was going through a lot, but it was just kind of like me just feeling a form of a little bit of rebellion or feeling free.
After months of bizarre behavior, the pop princess Britney Spears may finally have hit rock bottom. A Los Angeles judge ordered her yesterday to hand over custody of her 2 sons to her ex-husband.
Britney's downfall shocked the world, but it shocked Christina even more. Would her own desperation for control push her over the edge too? When she got pregnant, she knew that she needed to sort out her priorities, or her baby would have a chaotic childhood too.
Because it's so important for every child to feel that they have a safe place to go home to.
Christina focused on letting go of control and building the safe environment she'd longed for.
I can have a fresh start in incorporating peace and safety and having a safe haven for my son and my family that I was never able to have growing up.
But when she joined The Voice as a judge, people were pitting her against Britney once again.
It is totally Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera all over again.
Would Christina's need for control come back and reignite the rivalry? Instead, Christina took it as an opportunity to show the world how much she had grown.
Britney's so talented. She's a pro. It's actually cool that these strong women are joining the club and they're gonna have fun.
Do you get along with her?
Yeah, oh yeah, she's a good friend.
Christina had to find peace within herself in order to help the people she loved the most.
I know firsthand what it's like to have domestic violence in your life. That's why it's important for me to talk about it so that I can inspire others to hopefully get their stories out, because I'm not the only one that's ever had a painful past or a chaotic childhood.
And when she let go of her unhealthy obsession with control, she found her true freedom.
You have that power within you to set yourself free. You don't have to be a product of your environment, because that's what's going to set you free, and that's what's going to make you happy, is when you're honest with yourself and you're doing something that you truly believe in.